Hello everybody, the Quiet Atheist here, coming at you with another interesting video today. Now, I thought that it would be interesting to share another story with you guys about the famous lunatic Pat Robertson. The immortal crypt keeper. I'll tell you guys one thing, he is not shy at all when it comes to him sharing his ignorance and stupidity with everyone. This story that I'm about to share with you guys is just another prime example of that. The thing that is really amusing to me about all of this, guys, is the fact that he thinks that he is basically one step ahead of everyone else when it comes to this fairy tale that he believes in. Now, let me share some of this stupidity with you guys, and be sure to let me know what you guys think at the end of this video. And as usual, guys, I thank you all in advance for doing so. Now, the story itself starts off by saying the 700 Club host, Pat Robertson, has come out in support of a poll that showed the majority of Republicans dislike colleges. A Pew Research poll showed 58% of Republicans viewed college in a negative light. Now, guys, I knew this right from the start. I knew that this was going to happen. Why? Well, a lot of these Christians hate actual education, guys. They hate real facts. They are not exactly known for supporting real colleges, because these colleges will actually combat the narrative that these Christians want to push forth, which is religious in nature, of course. Now, if these morally bankrupt Christians had their way, they would be teaching the college students about Jesus in public schools nationwide. I think 58% is a lot, because these Christians in Washington will eventually have enough power to completely tear apart the Constitution of the United States so that they can teach their religious propaganda in the public school system. Now, I think I have said what I'm about to say a couple of times, actually. These Christians literally want to dumb down the children in America. I say this because of what they want to teach them. Fairy tales. These innocent children are not going to learn anything, because there is no evidence to back up anything that these Christians want to teach them. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but this is how I feel. So let's continue on with this story, guys, because of what I have to share. Now, I have a statement from Pat Robertson that will probably make you guys want to smash your heads against a wall or something. That is how retarded it is. Now, Pat Robertson says, and I quote, "I completely agree with the results of the poll," said Pat Robertson of the 700 Club. "You can't trust those liberal colleges to educate your kids. You send your son to a liberal college and he'll come back as a transgender who believes in satanic lies like evolution and global warming. Now, all I can say is I hope that you guys can afford to build new walls after you smash your faces through them." Do you guys see the caliber of stupidity that we are dealing with here? I actually think that it is impossible for these Christians to bring anything of value to the table. There are a lot of Christians that think this way, unfortunately. It's kind of sad, actually, the more that you think about it. You know as well as I do, guys, that there is no evidence to support any of the claims that Pat Robertson is making here. Colleges do not turn people into trans people, Pat. People go to college to obtain real information. They go to college to learn something. Your fairy tales, Pat Robertson, cannot hold water, and they never will be able to. Plain and simple, that's the truth. All you and many other Christians like you have, Pat Robertson, is your religious bigotry and hatred. That's it. I know for a fact that there is no valuable education in that, and there never will be. You are only saying that evolution and global warming are satanic because they are actual facts, and that's it. You and your ilk hate facts, Pat. Everybody knows this. So when I see you or other Christians like you make these ridiculous statements, I laugh, because it is literally making you guys look like fools, Pat. I enjoy that, and I just am honest, plain and simple. So, Pat Robertson, since you want to say that liberal colleges are horrible, and since you want to say that trans people are horrible as well, with no evidence, I might add, I thought that I would take this opportunity to show people just how horrible you are. with evidence. So let's get into this, shall we? Now, the Daily Beast, guys, recently published a long list of Pat Robertson's past crimes, such as doing business with African tyrants or blaming homosexuals for 9/11. Robertson accused Barack Obama of colluding with Russia in his most recent softball interview with President Donald Trump. Now, Pat Robertson also recommended parents to send their children to Christian schools like his own Regent's University or Liberty University. It doesn't sound like you are a nice guy, Pat. You are part of an ideology that supports hatred, that condones bigotry. So I am certain that decent people cannot expect anything different coming from you. You and many other Christians like you would rather tear things down in the name of Christianity instead of fixing something. That is something that you guys are good at. That is something that you guys excel at. I want you to know, Pat, that there are always going to be people like me that will continue to fight the propaganda that you push forth. Why? Because you and many others like you thrive on lies and misinformation. That has to come to an end because this country is at risk because of it. So, with that said, guys, I do have a bit of an announcement. When it comes to Patreon, I heard that there are going to be adding a new feature there soon, a live stream feature. That would be cool because I would get to hold live streams for patrons. Now, if any of you want to become a part of that, a link to my Patreon will be in the description down below. You guys can pledge as little as $1 a month if you guys want to. And I am looking forward to seeing you guys there. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.